Good morning, we are the Voltes 3. My name is Michelle Cassandra C. Santa Maria. We're going to report about the geothermal power plant. Next. What is geothermal power plant? So geothermal power plants are used in order to generate electricity by the use of geothermal energy, the Earth's internal thermal energy. They essentially work the same as coal, solar thermal, or nuclear power plant. The main difference being the heat source. Working principles. Geothermal power plants are used in order to generate there is natural source of power found below the surface of the earth that has been around for centuries. Underground, far below us, there are pools of water heated by magma or molten rocks. These pools of water make up our geothermal reservoirs, harnessing the power of the earth, temperatures, power, heat, or cool our homes and business in the essence of geothermal power. So yung yung geothermal is nakukuha niya yung nasa ilalim ng lupa. Yung heat na nagagaling sa magma, yung mga heat, cools, kumbaga yung mga energy na nakukuha natin is yung nanggagaling sa ilalim ng lupa. Ranking largest geothermal plants worldwide as January 21 in megawatts. So, the geysers sa United States merong 900. Landerello, Italy, merong 769. Cerro Prieto sa Mexico, merong 720. Macban sa Philippines, 458. Hellish Heavy, Iceland, 400. Malitbog, Philippines, 377. Salton Sea, United States, 340. Tiwi, Philippines, 289. Darahat, Indonesia, 259. Wayangmu, Buindo, Indonesia, 227. And top 10 geothermal countries installed capacity megawatts. July 2009, 14,900 megawatts in total. So sa United States ay merong 3,653 megawatts. Sa Indonesia is 1,949 megawatts. Sa Philippines is 1,868 megawatts. Sa Turkey, 1,347 megawatts. New Zealand is 1,005 megawatts. Sa Mexico is 951 megawatts. Italy, 944 megawatts. Kenya, 763 megawatts. Iceland, 755 megawatts. Japan, 549 megawatts. And other is 1,111 megawatts. Total of 14,900 megawatts. So, ito yung itsura ng mukbang power plant. Mukbang. Then, ito ba yung isang yung other angle nung mukbang power plant? And this is, yung susunod is the geysers, the thermal complex sa United States. Ito yung itsura niya, and then ito yung another angle. No? The geysers, the thermal complex sa United States. Next is Jeffrey Delusario.
Yan, so nga ba yung mga ideal location ng geothermal power plant? So, syempre, dun sa mga malapit sa volcano, which is mayroong mga geothermal energy. The most active geothermal resources are usually found along major tectonic plate boundaries where most volcanoes are located. Yan. One of the most active geothermal areas in the world is called the Ring of Fire, which encircle the Pacific Ocean. So when magma comes near the Earth's surface, it hits groundwater trapped in porous rock or water running along fractured rock surface and faults. So hydrothermal features have two common ingredients, which is yung water and heat, hydrothermal. Then, Geologists use various methods to find geothermal reservoirs. Drilling a well and testing the temperature deep underground is most reliable method for locating a geothermal reservoir. These reservoirs are deep underground and are largely undetectable above ground. So, ayan, geothermal energy finds its way to the Earth's surface in three ways. So, yung volcanoes and fumaroles, holes in the Earth, where volcanoes gases are released, hot springs, geysers. So, yun, ito yung mga itsura ng mga volcanoes and fumaroles. Yan, yung may mga butas na yun, may umuusok. Yan yung tinatawag na geothermal energy. So, yan yung mga hot springs na malapit sa volcano. And yung mga geysers, yan yung tubig na nagmumula sa ilalim ng lupa. And then next is si Gerald Del Valle.
Dry steam power plant. Dry steam plants are the most common type of geothermal power plants, accounting for about half of the installed geothermal plants. They work by piping hot steam from underground reservoirs directly into turbines from geothermal reservoirs, which power of the generators to provide electricity are powering the turbines. The steam condenses into water and is piped back into the earth via the injection well. Save on energy. So ito po yung sample ng yung turbines galing siya sa lupa na which is producing well and steam rising to turbines and dadaan siya sa cold water tapos pupunta siya doon sa may generating facilities. So yan po. Flash steam power plant. Flash steam plants differ from dry steam because they pump hot water rather than steam directly out to the surface. This flash steam plant pump hot water at high pressure from below to the earth into a flash tank on the surface. The flash tank is at a much lower temperature, causing the fluid to quickly flash into steam. The steam produced powered the turbines. The steam is cooled and condenses into water, where it is pumped back into the ground through the injection well. So, yan siya yung example niya. Galing siya sa turbines, tapos bababa siya sa may condenser, then dadaan siya sa may injection well, papunta siya sa steam drain, tapos aakit siya ulit siya turbine. Then pupunta siya sa generating facilities or facility. Next po. So, binary cycle power plant. In this binary cycle plants, the main differences is that the water of steam from below the earth never comes in direct contact with the turbines. Instead, water from the geothermal reservoirs is pumped through a heat exchanger where it is heat a second liquid like insolute a lower temperature than the water. The second liquid is heated into steam, which power the turbines that drives a generator. The hot water from the earth is cycled into the earth through the injection well, and the second liquid is recycled through the turbine and back into the heat exchanger where it can be used again. So, yan siya. No? Galing siya dito sa may producer well, package siyang ganyan. Then, dadaan siya sa exchanger, nandito sa may paper, pumunta siya sa turbines. Then, doon ulit siya sa generating facility. So, construction costs. The essential of construction of geothermal power plant construction is high. but operational costs soon become relatively low. This means that even through geothermal energy becomes financially worth, while in the end, the cost of power plant construction may put geothermal energy out of the question. So advantages nito is some advantages of geothermal power include is sustainability and consistency. Geothermal energy is renewable, so it's both more environmentally friendly and less susceptible and natural resources worse than fossil fuels are. Geothermal can consistently produce energy output 24/7 regardless of weather condition or second seasonal changes. So ang disadvantage naman ng geothermal is the disadvantages of geothermal power are the geographic limitation and high costs associated with the power plant construction. These need to be built over regions with underground reservoirs of hot steam or water. Through it's technically possible to engineer enhanced geothermal system in unsuitable environments. It's highly impractical to do so. EGS requires extensive space planning, construction, government oversight, and capital, and can only be accomplished by federal or state governments and corporations.
So the next one we will report is the hydroelectric power plant or hydropower. So by definition, working principle, hydropower plants are captured the energy of failing water to generate electricity. So a turbine converts kinetic energy of failing water into mechanical energy. Then the generator converts the mechanical energy from the turbine into electrical energy. So that's how the hydropower works. And these are the countries that has the hydro hydropower plants. So yung Takuri from Brazil, yung river is yung Tocantins. So meron siyang 8,370 megawatts. And so yung years na nakompleto siya is 1984 to 2007. Then next one is yung Grand Coulee sa United States. Then yung river is nasa Olympia that has 6,809 megawatts. And ito yung year na nakompleto siya. 1942, 1950, yan, etc. And then next one is yung Xiang Diaba from China. And then yung river is from Ningxia na mayroong 6,448 megawatts. And year completed is 2014. And then the next one is yung Longtan Dam from China then, and yung river is from Hongshui na mayroong 6,426 megawatts. And year completed is 2007 and 2009. The next one is yung Sayano, Kaya from Russia, and yung river is from Yenisei na mayroong 6,400 megawatts. Year completed is 1985 from 1989 to 2010 and 2014. Ito yung mga largest hydroelectric power plant. So yung first is yung Three Gorge Dam from China. Yung river is from Yangtze. So mayroon yung 22,500 megawatts. The year completed is 2008-2012. And the next one is Itaipu Dam from Paraguay, Brazil. So yung river niya is from Paraña. So mayroong 14,000 megawatts. So year completed is 1984 to 1991 hanggang 2003. Then the next one is Silodu from China. And then yung river is from Jinsha na mayroong 13,860 megawatts. And year completed is noong 2014. The next one is yung Belamonte from Brazil. Then yung river is from Singu na mayroong 11,233 megawatts. The year completed is 2016 hanggang 2019. Then the next, Singuri from Valenzuela. Then yung river is Caroni na mayroong 10,235 megawatts. The year completed is 1978 hanggang 1986. So ito naman yung largest hydropower plant natin in the Philippines. So yung Magat Dam, syempre. The Magat Dam Hydroelectric Power Plant is one of the largest hydro facilities in Luzon with a maximum output of 380 megawatts. The construction of the dam started in 1975 and was completed in 1982. So it is the one of the largest dams in the Philippines. It is a multi-purpose dam which is used primarily for irrigating about 85,000 hectares of agricultural lands and power generation through the Magat Hydroelectric Power Plant. The dam is located within the boundaries of Namilangan, Alfonso Lista, Ifugao, and Ramon Isabela. So, note, Iljan Combined Cycle Power Plant and Suwal Power Station is the largest in Philippines with a generating capacity of 1,200 megawatts. So Luzon Grid has a total capacity of 14,248 megawatts. So Three George Dam in China has a capacity of 22,000 megawatts. So next is the value.
Hydroelectric power plant or hydropower. How it operates. Dam. Most hydropower plants rely on a dam that hold back water, creating a large reservoir of this used as a recreational lake, such as Lake Roosevelt at the Grand Coulee Dam in Washington State. So second is intake. Gates on the dam open the gravity, pulls the water through the penstock, a pipeline that leads to the turbine. Water builds up pressure that is flow through the pipe, and the third is turbine. The water strikes and turns the largest blades of the turbine, which is attached on to the generator above it by way of a shaft. And generator, the turbine blades turn, so the series of magnets inside the generator, giant magnets, rotate past copper coils, producing alternating current AC by moving electrons. So next po. So yan, ito yung tsura nung inside the hydropower plant. So ito yung dam, then yun yung generator niya. So tapos transformer, then yung powerhouse, then yung power lines, tapos outflow, turbine, and penstock. Yun yung control gate na sinasabi nila. Tapos ito yung intake. Tapos yung reservoir. So ito naman din yung isang angle ng dam. So dito tayo sa may reservoir. Tapos trash rack intake. So control gate, penstock. So then draft tube, turbine, outflow, and powerhouse, generator, and transformer, and spillway. Tapos fish ladder. Next po. So, construction. The construction is difficult and labor intensive. Before the construction begins, water is diverted to prevent from moving through the construction site. After water is diverted, the foundation area is cleaned, evacuated, and rock or sediment that will act the foundation are repaired and deemed solid is done to ensure the rock or sediment won't shift or fail as a result of the load of the dam and reservoir. Supports known as rock bolt may be used to strengthen the foundation above the dam. Rock bolts and netting may be used to prevent rock from falling on the dam. Forms and the build along the edge of the dam where bar is placed into concrete is pumped into it's done in section and the concrete is poured bit by bit is a block formation. Once enough of the dam is built, the reservoir is allowed to fill in a highly controlled manner. The dam is monitored during the process. Other structures that make the dam operational are then added. So ito yung design ng dam. Meron siyang yung tailwater and headwater level. Tapos dito naman sa may isa naman, tailwater level, headwater level, and section, tapos plan. Tapos itong concrete buttress dam. So next po.
Main factors that determines the dam power output. So this is the sketch of the dam. Yan yung sketch ng dam. And then hydroelectric power plant, hydropower. So how far the waterfall? So kung gaano kadami yung magpa-flow ng tubig sa dam, ganun din karami yung makukuha mong energy. Ganun din yun sa may amount of water falling. Kung mas marami nakukuha mong tubig, mas maraming energy ma-produce, and then kung kakaunti lang, konting energy lang yung makukuha. The tallest dam, currently the tallest dam in the world is Narek Dam on Baksh River in Tajikistan. It is 984 feet, 300 meters tall. Hoover Dam is 726.4 feet, 221.3 meters tall. Today, Hoover Dam still ranked in the top 20 of the tallest dam in the world, but only in the concrete, gravity, and arc categories. Hydroelectric power plant, hydropower. Dam failures. Banqiao Dam, Henan, China. Machu Dam sa Machu, India. Oroville Dam, California, United States. Yung year na nag-fire siya is sa 1975, 1979, and 2007.